Welcome back to Afternoon Express on 3. Now, fashion in South Africa is hotter than ever, but with winter just around the corner, it's time to talk about the coolest collections from our local designers. Joining us to discuss winter fashion and what our SA talent has to offer are Tarryn Oppel, Fashion Director of ELLE, and Nontando Mposo, features writer for the Cape Argus. Welcome, ladies.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
It's always such a pleasure to have you on the couch and to shoot with you again. Now, Nontando, you literally go to every single runway show, so you know exactly what our local designers are up to.
Yes.
Who's getting you hot this winter?
Well, from what it was recently the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Joburg, and from what our designers showcased on the runways, it seems like for autumn-winter, we're looking back to the good old days of the 60s and the 70s. And one designer who did just that, among others, is David ELLE. Now, he's known for drama, and he brought on the drama. He had the amazing feminine silhouettes of like high-waisted pants, like your well-form-fitted dresses. And he did like a number of stories, and he used materials such as lace, such as tweed. It was just rich.
Yeah, it really did have that heritage feel. It really did go back to that time of tweeds and houndstooth, but then mixing it with romantic lace.
I'm
obsessed it was quite
with
dramatic.
David. And I love how he does make a story, and he really does ham it up. He goes full tilt.
Definitely. And another designer who celebrated South African or like African women in general is Millie Collins. This is like made up of a group of designers. Now, their collection was titled Curio, which was inspired by a curious shop from around Africa. And it was made up of pastel colors with different separates, of also like feminine dresses, wide leg pants, skirts, and like pastel colors.
Yeah, I felt like many of the designers actually at Fashion Week really touched on pops of color. So their color palette was navy and gray, but then they had like burnt citruses in between and forest greens. So yeah, it was really great actually. Yeah, it was beautiful.
And how amazing was the styling, like those head wraps.
Oh, the head wraps were amazing. People were calling them like princess crowns.
The Nubian queens.
Yeah, they were really, really beautiful.
I love that. I've got this fantasy of like being in Elizabeth Taylor one day where I walk around in like a turban and but I think the head wraps
will totally be acceptable.
Like,
should totally try it. I'm gonna try it.
And like dramatic sunglasses as well. It doesn't mean that it's winter, you have to put those away. They still add a bit of something in each look.
Then who was this designer?
That was Tamara Sherry. Now, she's come a long way from winning the 2014 ELLE Emerging Designer. She seems to have found her voice and her style, and she showcased an amazing collection of also pastel colors, but using like luxurious fabrics. You see, such as
like wool.
Like wool.
I love the
knits.
metallics. I thought that was so fresh. It was a really great introduction to her collection because winter is usually seen as something that's quite drab, so it really lifted it with the sheen. And the ox blood.
The ox blood was nice,
in between,
as well. So, our designers are at a
they really,
exciting
the young ones, they really are emerging. And another one is Akado, Eleni Lebrow. What I loved about her collection is that she wanted to perceive Africa in a personal way. So she said that she's half African and half European, and for her to use ethnic prints was not her. So even though, we all embrace that, she wanted people to kind of see how she sees Africa.
Exactly.
And without any ethnic prints, it really did embody that. There were some great prints in there, some monochrome colors, again, forest greens, pops of orange. She had like perspex badges. So yeah, it was really, really beautiful. Also, the styling was great.
I love the artistic elements as well. We've seen a lot of designers do that, mixing art and
like
fashion.
selfie as well.
Is this selfie that we're seeing now? I mean, they are so good as well.
Her prints were quite abstract, so it almost had this Picasso feel and the bold stripes, which is massive for winter. So she included all of that in there. She also had a little touch of a French beret, and so it was quite quirky. Hints of denim in there. Her shapes were very wearable. I would want to wear any one of those dresses. They're like really simple slip dresses with buttons, and that's it. But the prints were amazing.
Yeah, they were.
Okay, this I'm mad about already, just having a look. Who's this?
It's so beautiful. It's Soteti KL. For the first time in Fashion Week, I mean, this was on the third day, and literally for the first time I felt like now I'm in winter. Like, the brocades were beautiful. The quality was impeccable. And again, the bold, rich jewel tones. There's also that really, really pretty swallow print with really billowy
everything.
shapes. Billowing shapes and the mints. Did a collaboration with Folk, so it was lots of hosiery and socks and things that was really, really great.
I'm so excited about South African fashion. I mean,
so exciting.
what amazing collections.
It's stunning stuff.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I'm
thank
really
you so
looking
much.
forward to this.
I've never looked forward to winter before in my life. Maybe this year we'll head there. Thank you so much for bringing
no
all of
worries.
this, really.
Thanks
We're
so
going to have a
much.
very stylish winter this year.
Definitely.
Thank you, ladies. Right now, though, Danilo's in the kitchen.